Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video, we're going to take a look at the battle gauntlet for the yellow or sparking yellow Super Saiyan God SS Goku and his Zenkai. But more importantly, also the fact that he transforms into Kaioken Goku. And yeah, basically we are going to be taking a look at pretty much everything to do with his battle gauntlets. So battle gauntlets are one of the ways you can get Zenkai Awakening power. And to be honest with you, it's pretty basically, how can I say, a pretty simple premise, if I can be honest. Like, it's a pretty basic principle in terms of like how you get Zenkai Awakening power. There's 100 stages. You can skip to stage 80 now. You used to be able to only skip to stage 70 back in the day. But you can skip to stage 70 and, well, 80 now. And basically, yeah, you can just get a whole bunch of Z power. Now, it does scale. So the early stages pretty much give you nothing. And then the later stages give you, like, a whole crap ton, basically. But overall, it's just a pretty good event to do. Try and get as far as you can. It's not so much about the Chrono Crystals, although there are some that are a reward. But it's more just about basically like getting essentially like the Zenkai Awakening power, because eventually like you're going to be able to want to use that Zenkai Awakening power. There are battle bonus characters as well, which you saw at the beginning. For this one, it's mainly the brand new future yellow Trunks and Vegeta, but it's just a whole bunch of units in general. Like, obviously there's quite a few that are going to be pretty like good, so that's just something that you do want to be aware of. But yeah, generally speaking, I do think overall the like battle gauntlets are pretty straightforward. Even the fights themselves, like once you stop skipping, you can still run for quite a while. Like don't think you can't run for a while. Like, you can still pretty much go, not indefinitely, but for quite a significant amount of time, just by like doing the fights manually. The AI is not too great. The like AI simulator or whatever it is, that essentially decides how well you do in the skip battle. So where you end up is usually like sometimes even 10 stages lower than what your team can actually handle. So don't feel like you're stuck, when in reality you actually still have a fair distance that you can go. And look at stuff like team building, things like that. I think is always appreciated, and I think players need to look at like their team boosts and just in general their overall kind of like abilities and things that they have, and team bonus and equipment and everything, and that's generally going to help overall. But again, honestly speaking, it's really not that big an issue, at least for me. Overall, it's not that big an issue. I think for a lot of players it's not that big a problem, but it is just going to depend on, again, what units you have. If you don't have the right units, unfortunately you're not going to be able to get super far into things. You're not going to be able to like just burst your way down or do anything. So yeah, it is obviously something I think that players need to be aware of, but at the same time it's it is also just basically like just grinding. It's just grinding out, making sure you do all of them, obviously playing better than I am right now, which I think is also important. But yeah, in general, just try and basically do the best job you can and you should be fine. Just do that and you'll be okay. Like, realistically speaking, it's really not that big a deal. Just try and do the best job you can, and you'll end up being fine. I think most players just don't like the grind, and it is still grindy. I mean, to do it all manually is not great, but even then, just to do it in general like isn't the most fun, because even if you skip to 80, you still have to do 20 stages manually, which is quite a lot, but the Zenkai Awakening power is worth it. And yeah, even though you don't get tons of Chrono Crystals from it, you do still get a fair chunk. Like, you still do get, like, a decent amount. So it is going to be somewhat worth your time, especially if you are currently desperate for Chrono Crystals like I am. Then you might find it more enticing than usually. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's everything you need to know about the Battle Gauntlet. So yeah, nothing else too crazy. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be able to see you guys in the next one. Bye.